Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is having a great Saturday and a great weekend. Well, today is my April Saturday stitching, and for April we're doing animals, either real or imagined. And so since it's imagined, we're going to be working on the bird. Yeah, so oh, and the color is 349. All right, let us get started. Now, like I said, this material is a bit stiff. I did try to crunch it a bit, and I'm using the 2 needles that came with the kit. And we're going to bring it down just a bit so you all can see what is going on. Oh, geez. Well, yesterday was kind of a day. I went to and did laundry. I went to the dollar store. I went to the grocery store. I was looking for those crock pot, I don't know what you call it, seasoning mix. There's a seasoning mix for roasts made by the crock pot company. And we've been getting them at a regular grocery store. So I went to the other grocery store at the other end of town. They didn't have them. So I don't know if crock pot company has stopped making them or whatever. But my daughter said she was going to look at Amazon and see if we could buy them by the box, because we use them for our roasts. And they're real easy to use, and we just love them. They also have one for pulled pork as well. And now she's used that more than me because, like I told you, I'm not a pulled pork or pulled beef sandwich type of person. I just don't care for it. So I did all that, and I came back. I didn't go to the thrift store this week. I may go today. I have no idea. Or the restore. And what was I going to say? Came back, put all that crap away. That was fun. And then I drug all the trash out. I'm looking to see if I crossed that or not. And then I decided I was going to make my cookie press cookies. So, oh yeah, let's make a double batch. Well, every time I go to look for a recipe, and there's not, I think there was actually one in the box when I got the cookie press. But anyway, I keep looking it up online, so I got a different one. And, yeah. Well, I cooked them for less time. I ruined about half of the whole double batch. Then I decided, that some of them were okay. Everything's good. And I decided to put like sprinkle, if you will, melted chocolate, over it, or dip them into chocolate. Well, okay, if you're going to ever do that, little clue is to use your wax paper that you have had since forever, since I made the baklava back in, what was that, November, December? Yeah. Well, I didn't put it on the plate, so it stuck to the plate, and it broke the cookies when I tried to get them off of there. Oh, it was awesome. So the next 4 or 5 dozen that I did, I put them on the wax paper. Yeah. It was not a good cookie day. So I cooked them for less time, and I'm not sure. They just are too fragile that way. I don't know. It just didn't please me. So I did get enough out of there. So I took some to my boss. because she was kind of having a rough week. Excuse me. And I was out in the wind and everything else, so my nose is all stuffed up. No, I'm not sick. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, awesome. So, yeah, that got done. And the rest of the time, I sat and only stitched on one, possibly two things. I can't remember what the other one was because I spent so much time on that one with that great big one. I don't know what to call it. Elegant Flowers. I think I called it Retro Elegant Flowers that I worked on, what, a couple days ago? Yeah. I was busy working on the, oh, tell me, on the grapes that I wanted to work on. Yeah. So, I got a little bit accomplished. I gotta move this. It's just too much, too close. So I got a few things done yesterday. I did buy another storage bin, if you will. Those plastic tub things while I was at the dollar store. I'm not real sure what I'm going to do with it, but some of this stuff needs to get out of here. I broke down some boxes that when my friend was here from Arizona, they bought me a microwave. So I had that box, and I had a box from the heaters that I got. So I got rid of some of the so-called trash that had been hanging out in another room. Just feeling the need to just strip the house and just redo everything. I don't know. Don't get too carried away. We ain't painting no walls. Not without my daughter, and she's not in the mood. I did call her yesterday morning to see if she was going to go to Walmart yesterday morning before I got started with all this stuff. But she had other plans, so. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what's what here. It's right next to that silly green, and I'm trying to figure out which is green and which is blue. It's awesome when that happens. But I figure if I get that red in there, we might be able to tell the difference. Now, of course, with my better light, I will be able to see it, but we're good. This is kind of an orangish red, or kind of a reddish orange, if you will. It's not exactly red, and when I get it down on the thing, it looks more brick orange, like a, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Over here, it looks orange. You can tell it looks like orange with just a tad bit of red in it. But when it gets down, it looks like it's got more red in it than orange. Kind of bizarre. We'll be fine though. We got this. So, plans for today, not much. I'm not making no more cookies the rest of the weekend. I'm done. I may have to figure out, though, what I'm going to do with the rest of that roast, though, today, and make some kind of a decision on that, but that would be about as exciting as it gets. So, I don't know what I'll be working on. I really like that little beach scene that I got this morning from DiamondArtDecor. I thought it was interesting. Don't know how well that's all going to go. The material on it is a little bit better. They had another one of these, and I can't remember what was in the picture, that said, what was it, wedding supplies, but I don't think it was this one. I don't know. I know this is an older kit. But I don't know, maybe I'm dreaming it, but I think I've had one of everything that anybody's got to offer. So, I gotta get rid of this thread. Hang on. Whoa. I lost my needle. Hang on. Gotta get my handy dandy pin cushion here. That thing has saved me more times than not, believe me. I love it. And when I leave my desk, I turn it upside down. The cat has not shown any interest in jumping up here. I think because this thing is usually surrounded by stuff on 3 sides. So it kind of deters her from jumping up here. So we'll just keep with that thought, huh? Okay, hang on. Gotta get it in my grasp again. And tomorrow we'll have soothing Sunday stitching. Don't know what I'm going to do for that one. And also we will have VIP cross stitch part 2 of that review. So, a few things to look forward to, but I still don't know what I'm going to do for soothing Sunday stitching. Oh, do come on. This looks like it's easy enough to stitch. It's got some nice bigger areas. It's not so confettied. I hate confetti on 14 count, man. Drives me crazy. Some days I just cannot, for the life of me, see it. So I end up using the paper pattern more times than not. So this looks like a nice one. It'll be fine. But this bird, he looked pretty interesting. It's got some nice colors to it. So what's everybody else working on? Now remember, if you have anything that you're working on, or if you finished anything, no, I don't finish things here. You know, just send me the pictures. It's fine if it's not finished. Don't worry about it. I'm trying to figure out what is going on here. This is one of those patterns where they put the back stitching lines around the bird. So I'm trying to decipher here what is going on. Come on. And I'm sure this material will, get softer as we go. It's just kind of a pain right now because it's so stiff. But I wanted to work on the bird, so here we are. We're working on the bird. Some of those scissors that I've gotten from all different stores, they all kind of need to be sharpened. I've got to get out my, I know it's right here somewhere. Yep. My little thing. I love this thing. Had this forever. It's a scissor sharpener. You just do that with it. And you can actually take that, I'll call it a stone. See, it doesn't work that way. It works that way. You can take that stone out and wash it if you want to. At least it used to come out. On my other one it did that I had I had to have sharp scissors because I was cutting out quilt pieces by hand. Oh, yeah. You know, if there's an easier way, Laura just skips right past that and works on the hard one. Yeah. So I used to hand cut all my pieces for my quilts because I was doing double wedding rings and what is it, Mariner's Compass, you know, crap with angles, and then I would mark them with the 1/4 inch thing that where to stitch. I have no idea where all that stuff's at right now. Yep, nope. Some days. And some days I really miss quilting, but this wouldn't be one of those. And all that hand stitching I used to do. I had a sewing machine. Sewing machine got ruined by the time I got to Kansas. So, but I had had that sewing machine since I think my kids were like 8 years old or so. We got it from a guy in Ames, Iowa. And it was a gentleman that refurbished sewing machines. It worked like a charm. But I never could do inset seams like for your, the wedding ring or the Mariner's Compass where you had to come up into a point. Yeah, no, it never worked. I just couldn't control it, so that's when I went to hand sewing, and I was doing a lot of, little decorative type quilts. But it worked wonderful for the bigger quilts, you know, that I'd put together in blocks and stuff. Not that it wasn't capable, it was me. I couldn't keep a straight seam. I was fine if I was doing something long, but if I had to consistently do little short seams, it never worked that way. And I am a sewer from, what is her name? Eleanor Burns, where she would do everything and then cut things with, you know, the roller cutter and a cutting board and, you know, making it easy. Yep. So I did a lot of those kind of quilts, but yeah, I just decided I like to hand stitch them and put some appliques and stuff like that on it. But I was making, like I said, we'll call them decorative quilts. They probably were no bigger than 16 by 20 or whatever. Yeah, I enjoyed doing that, but just got to be a little much for the hands. Now we're back into the green nest again. Oh dear. And there's a line there. Well, we're just going to wing it until I can see this better. I may have to go back with this color and fill in a couple stitches here and there. Because right now it's all looking green. And I may have to take some out. That's how that works. Like on that cat and the fish. Couldn't believe I put all that color in there wrong. And I was looking at it too. But there was a green plus and a red plus. And then I forgot what I was working on. Or blue plus. Blue plus and a green plus. And I couldn't remember which was which. It's sad, but true. But I do like those little cross stitch. I have a basket with just my Joy Sunday kit, so this will go into that basket. So when I, you know, get ready again to stitch on some 14 counts. Right now I'm kind of into 11 count. I go through phases. Oh, I thought I went. So, all right, guys. Well, we got his head done. And I'm stitching backwards again. But yeah, I might stitch on this the rest of the day. I have no idea. We'll see, but I will have to at some point go back to my 11 count, so we'll see. All right, let me get that out of your freeway. So we got that much of it done. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, maybe 6 actually on that beak part. Colors just right there. But we'll see. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me for my April Saturday stitching. I think we're going to do flowers in May. I think. But, I don't know. If you can come up with something else or different for May, carry on. Put it in the comment section below. Yep. And we'll take it under consideration. Thank you, Lily, for suggesting animals for April. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.